Alright, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Our stomachs have already had a meal. Now it's time to give our eyes candy in the form of Tom Holland.
There you go.
I don't know, your house!
No, we cannot go to my house. My dad will kill you.
What? I thought you said your dad really liked me!
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Dude! Dude! I'm so sorry!
It was fun. I could have been more fun. I can be fun.
We'll hang out again.
Like, when do you think?
That's great.
Ooh, Daredevil.
There is still a court of public opinion.
How did you just do that?
I'm a really good lawyer.
This one's good. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females, which he used to seduce Jones Watson into his cult of personality.
Stop.
Yes, my spider lord.
If you expect disappointment, then you can never really get disappointed.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Be a fresh start.
I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Well, don't, because he will just make me clean it.
This is our only shot. It's here or nowhere.
Hey.
In light of recent controversy, we are unable to consider your application at this time.
Some of these walls are thousands of years old. And they shot an episode of The Equalizer here in the 80s.
Well, I am.
The entire world's about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. All right, fine. Everyone in the world's going to forget that you're Spider-Man except your girlfriend.
If I hadn't shut it down, something catastrophic could have happened.
Stephen, listen, I am so
Call me sir.
sorry, sir. You mean like I could have called them?
Yeah.
That was...
I'm sorry. Are you telling me that you didn't even think to plead your case with them first before you asked me to brainwash the entire world?
Well, I mean, when you put it like that, then... Don't worry, ma'am! I'm coming!
You've outdone yourself, Peter.
Uh-oh.
You're not Peter Parker.
What is going on?
Oh, shit.
Osborn?
Nice.
That little spell that you botched where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, it started pulling in everyone who knows Peter Parker's Spider-Man from every universe into this one.
Spell? Is it magic? What is this, a birthday party? Who is this clown?
I don't know how many of these visitors we've got.
I saw another one. He was like a flying green elf.
He sounds jolly. Why don't you start with him? I need you to capture them.
Hey, what did you just do?
This.
Hey!
Oh.
How did you do that?
Lots of birthday parties.
How did the bad guys get here?
You screwed up a spell trying to get you into college.
I thought it was the MIT lady you saved.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
Keep it.
Oh.
Are you getting like the tingle thing?
Like
Is the
her.
tingle thing happening? Is your tingle tingling?
Oh.
Whoa! It's actually my fault that you're here.
Like the universe? Or the woods? I hate the woods.
I'm at the universe.
Where are we?
It's complicated.
A wizard's dungeon.
Wizard's dungeon?
No real way to sugarcoat that. It's literally the dungeon of a wizard.
Coward. We have a new world to conquer. Can't escape yourself.
This is so cool.
Ah, hey, here he is. Norman, this is my nephew.
Sending them home? That's the best thing that we can do for them.
For them? Or for yourself? Look around you.
Octavius.
Osborn? We can't send them back. Not yet.
Why?
Oh, some of these guys are gonna die.
Parker. It's their fate.
Come on, Strange, have a heart.
In the grand calculus of the multiverse, their sacrifice means infinitely more than their lives. Don't.
Dude, what are you doing?
This is why I never had kids.
Ooh.
What?
How are you doing that? You should not be able to do that.
Hey, Strange! You know what's cooler than magic? Math!
Don't do this.
I have to try.
What do you mean, fix us?
Look, our technology is advanced.
I can
and
help you. You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Trust me, Peter. When you try to fix people, there are always consequences.
I mean, you don't have to come.
I myself don't want to be killed, especially by a guy dressed like Dungeons and Dragons, so what's your plan?
Freshwater or salt? You know, because you're an octopus. Freshwater it is.
Look at this place. And all the possibilities.
I fell into a vat of electric eels.
I fell into a super collider.
Damn. Gotta be careful where you fall.
Remarkable.
Norman?
Norman's on sabbatical, honey. While the world tries to make you choose. Gods don't have to choose.
Ooh, powerbomb.
You can thank me later.
And with great power, there must also come great responsibility.
It's just me and you. Will you look at me, May, please? What are you doing, May? Please, will you just wake up and talk to me, please?
Everything Spider-Man touches comes to ruin.
I just wish we could see Peter.
No, it's okay, I'm a nice guy.
Wow.
Prove it.
Prove what?
That you're Peter Parker.
Superhero thing. Why'd you do that?
I was trying to see if you have the tingle thing.
I have the tingle thing, just not for bread. Can you not throw the bread again? This is plenty.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Nuh-uh.
How do I stick to the ceiling?
Do it.
Find Peter Parker.
This is wild.
Great, it's just some random guy.
I hope it's okay. I just came through this, oh, just closed.
You're Peter.
My Uncle Ben was killed. It was my fault.
I lost Gwen. She was my MJ. I couldn't save her. At some point, I stopped pulling my punches.
Peter!
Yeah? Oh, sorry.
Did you mean that?
Peter.
We're all called Peter, Peter.
Peter Parker?
Same again. We're all Peter Parker.
So wait, are you gonna go into battle dressed as a cool youth pastor or? Good.
What's that for?
It's my web fluid. It's for my web shooters. Why?
Whoa! That came out of you.
Yeah. You can't do that, huh?
No.
How on earth does that even?
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Look, this is where we're gonna do this, okay? It's isolated,
Nice.
so no one should get hurt.
And I promise you, I won't turn into a supervillain and try to kill you.
Okay. Thank you.
We're gonna kick some ass.
Cure some ass.
Cure that ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bugle tip line has just received a call from none other than the fugitive known as Spider-Man. The good God, folks, he's about to destroy another national anthem.
The world, if you're watching.
Believe me, the world is watching.
You okay?
Oh, it's my back. It's kind of stiff from all the swinging, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, I got a middle back thing too.
Really?
Yeah. So you like make your own web fluid in your body?
We can't do that, so naturally we're curious as to how your web situation works. Like, does it just come out of your wrists, or does it come out of anywhere else?
Only the wrists.
You never had a web block?
What are, like, some of the craziest villains that you guys have fought?
An alien made out of black goo once.
Oh, no way. I fought an alien, too. On Earth and in space.
Oh.
Yeah, he was purple.
I want to fight an alien.
I'm still like that you fought an alien in space.
I'm lame compared. Like I fought a Russian guy in a rhinoceros machine.
Just to take it in for a minute.
Yeah. I can take it in. No, I can take it in.
You are amazing.
I can take it in.
You are amazing.
Thank you. Yeah,
Will
thanks.
you say it?
No, I kind of needed to hear that. Thank you.
All right, guys, focus up.
You ain't even the shit no more.
Oh.
Don't worry about me. Save myself.
I don't know how to work as a team.
Me neither.
Well, I do. I have been in a team, okay? I don't want to brag, but I will. I was in the Avengers.
The Avengers?
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
What is that?
Wait, you don't have the Avengers?
Oh.
All right, no, it's fine. We're gonna do it again.
Did you just open a portal?
Yes, sir, I did.
You're just a kid.
Yeah.
You from Queens. You got that suit. You help a lot of poor people. I just thought you was gonna be black.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I don't apologize. There's gotta be a black Spider-Man somewhere out there.
Yep.
This has to end now.
Can the Spider-Man
Yep.
come out to play?
Oh.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
Too weak to send me home to die.
I just want to kill you myself.
Attaboy.
Oh shit.
Is that happening? Or am I dying?
Oh yeah, no, that's happening. That's real.
Are there people in the sky?
So cast a new spell, but this time make everyone forget who Peter Parker is.
Everyone who knows and loves you, it would be as though you never existed.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're in so much pain, huh?
I am.
Forget who you are. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna come and find you. I'll make you remember me. And it'll be like none of this ever happened. I'll come find you, okay?
If you don't, I'm just gonna figure it out. I've done it before. I can do it again.
My name is Peter Parker. Would like a coffee.
Okay, no problem, Peter Parker. Is there anything else?
He made my family disappear. For 5 years.
5 years?
And there he goes.
Hmm.
Without paying the bill, no tips, nothing.
Ooh. Oh. Uh-oh. I didn't wait through 75 years of credits to watch a spoiler. Speaking of, this is why I am so militant against spoilers. I had no idea that all of this was happening. Holy shit, this is like... For someone who's as old as I am and watched the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, all of them, and watched all the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans, and then watched all the Tom Holland Spider-Mans. Holy shit. Wow. Even the birds. It's like, yay, yay, yay. This is a treat.
Yes, it was very amazing to see all of them together.
Yeah, it was just, wow. And all the villains, and everyone came back. All the original villains, who played them came back. Jamie Foxx, Willem Dafoe, Alfred Molina, they all came back. That's just awesome. This just felt like a love letter to the franchise, and this was a lot of fun to watch. It's a lot of fun to watch. I enjoyed this immensely.
I especially liked how the dynamic of how the three worked together. Not only in combat, but also simply as themselves, as Peter Parker.
Yeah, well, each of them had such different lore. Well, some of them had the same lore, some had different lore. Some had the same kind of powers, others had different. If you're going to bring all the Peter Parkers together like this from the Spider-Man cinematic universe, well, other than Miles, this is how you do it. They would want to know, well, how do you work? Well, how do you work? What do you do? They have the same base functionality, but their background, and even if they all have Aunt May and Uncle Ben, they're still different Peter Parkers.
They lived through different lives.
Yeah, yeah. So it was just cool. I referenced it in my notes too. It was just cool to see them. I thought they tackled it really well. It was very surreal at first, because I was like, whoa, and then I'm just you didn't even have time to be shocked by it, because it was just holy shit, there's Andrew Garfield. Okay, wow. Holy shit, there's Tobey Maguire. And you just you're holy shit, but then you're just absorbed in this dynamic you were talking about, where they're just when they're all working in a lab together, and hey Peter, yes. It was just, they did it really well. This was very well written. Very well written. People like to not everything's a spoiler. To me, yes it is. And this is why I'm so adamant about avoiding spoilers. I have a YouTube bubble. I only visit a few certain pages. I don't explore on Facebook. I don't browse. I just get on, do what I need to do, and then get off of the platform, and usually go back to editing or cooking or whatever I'm doing that actually needs my attention. And this is why. Stuff like this is why. But it was also a kick in the nuts. Oh man, Aunt May died. I had tears in my eyes. That was so just powerful. But he had to suffer that loss to shape him and grow.
All three of them did in their own way, and well, it was his turn.
Also, it's a good thing that it happened, but a good thing that it happened with them there, because he wanted to avenge her death against the Green Goblin, and
yes,
he was going to kill him, which isn't who Spider-Man is. So it changed the fabric of who Spider-Man is. I thought they were going to do something symbolic with him being impaled on his glider again. Just instead of being flown into, a brick wall, it would have been boom by Spider-Man. But then, Spider-Man 1, they had him 1, 2, 3, but to me, Tobey's 1, Andrew's 2, and Holland's 3 in my lifetime. So then Spider-Man 1 stopped Spider-Man 3, and, and didn't even say anything, just looked at him. Just no. I just cannot put into words how fucking insane it was to see all three Spider-Mans on the same screen at the same time. If you told 2000 era Philip that in 22 years Your back will be broke. Your neck will be fucked. You're cursed. But you will see all three Spider-Man. There'll be another Spider-Man, and there'll be another Spider-Man. You will see all three of them on the screen at the same time. I've been like, back broke what? Don't get in the car. And then the ending, just man. Setting up for... I know about the Doctor Strange movie. I do know about that. But this was a good setup for it. So, I'm not the biggest Doctor Strange fan, but I'll check it out. I kind of got off the Marvel bandwagon. There's been so much Marvel, and just so much. I just got like, I had to take myself out for a little bit. Like, we watched Loki, but I haven't really watched anything else since then. Like, I couldn't finish Captain Marvel. I just wasn't into it. I didn't watch Black Widow. I just burn out. But this, I love the Spider-Man franchise. Yeah, I'm glad I saw it. Because I was like, how are they going to... Like, because I knew the title, No Way Home. I'm like, okay. Because when we left off, everyone knew he was Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And then J. Jonah Jameson is just... Yeah, he's just spinning it and spin doctoring it. And those buzzwords, man. You gotta listen for them. Spider-Man's cultists. That's pot calling the kettle black. Holy crap.
He was giving me an Alex Jones sort of vibe.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Where you transcend. Well, honestly, where you transcend sides, but you're just kind of your own bubble of crazy.
Yes.
So, there you go. We didn't offend anybody except people in the bubble of crazy. So, leave us a dislike and comment below if you're in the bubble of crazy. Those comments should be, like, enlightening and fantastic. I'm sorry to my moderator. I'm sorry in advance. You do a good job, you really do. It was long, but you know movie's good when you're not like, And there's been other Marvel movies I've been like, holy fuck, this is long. Like even fuck. Like the Avengers Endgame. I was into them, but I remember we saw one of them in the theater, and I'm just like, because I remember my back really hurt, and I just started being like, and it's hard for me to really focus and concentrate. My back hurts. Because of the pain, that's all you think about is the pain. I felt the time on that one. It was enjoyable, but I was just like, holy fuck. I don't know, for whatever reason, like, I've enjoyed Spider-Man throughout the years. I've liked some more than others. I could do a rating video of them. I might do that one day. Rating them. Ow, my foot is asleep. Not that you care. It's been asleep for like, that's how I know how good it is. My foot's been asleep for like a while, and I'm just like so into what I'm watching. And then during the credits, I'm like, ow, 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 ow. Like, you better give me something at the end, damn it. I'm sitting through this.
Too bad, though, they ended up giving you more than you would have wanted.
It's Doctor Strange, so I'm not really like boo-hoo about it. Like, it's just not my favorite. Not my favorite. I thought the movie was very, very flawed. The Doctor Strange movie, the first one. Very, very flawed. Very, 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 very flawed. I like it. I like him when he's a supporting character. Like in the Avengers, in stuff like this. I like Doctor Strange then. I think he's stronger as a supporting character. So
he's like the wise old person that tries to lead the actual hero of the story, guiding.
Yeah, kind of. That's why we turned it off. Like, no, these are spoilers. This is a trailer. This is not an extra scene. This is a fucking trailer for. I get it. You want to put this trailer for the next Doctor Strange in, but maybe be like, trailer for Doctor Strange, blah, blah, blah. And then show it. And I'll be like, oh, I can press stop now. So I'm watching like a full fucking 30 seconds, 45 seconds of, I didn't want to see that. But in the end, I really doesn't bother me that much. But if I'd seen spoilers for this, I would have been heartbroken. If I'd seen like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire return in No Way Home, I'd been like, oh, I would love to have seen that. Like, that would have been awesome. It was.
Yes, a great surprise, and it's best left as a surprise.
Yeah. It makes the trailer make sense now. We reacted to the trailer way back, and we saw Doc Ock come onto the street and say, hello, Peter. And I was like, what? What's going on? I was like, this is so weird. What? But I wasn't like I think if I would have ran with it in my head, I would have put the pieces together. But in addition to like kind of Rolodexing to the back, I can also stopgap. Like, don't think about this anymore, or you will. That's like it's like when watching like a M. Night Shyamalan movie back when they were actually good. Instead of like okay, what's going on here? Let me think. Instead of doing that, I just stop and just roll with what's going on. And when it happens, it's like, oh, and I can look back and be like, yeah, you would have gotten there eventually. I can stay in the moment, I guess, and just kind of go along for the ride.
How about if we go to the notes?
Yes, let's do that. Let's go to the notes.
Philip's notes.
There are 3 pages of notes here. So.
Understandable. You enjoyed it immensely, and so did I.
There probably would have been more. Like, there was more I wanted to write down. Like, more dialogue. There was such good dialogue and good moments. Like, the back and forth with all the Spider-Mans was so good.
Yes.
So good. I missed a lot of it, but hopefully the reactions are there. Whatever I can keep in. You think BBC is bad. Sony is a harsh mistress. Harsh mistress. So, all the stuff happens in the beginning, and J. Jonah Jameson is on his witch hunt and all of that, and Ned and MJ and everybody are taken in by the government and questioning all that. They lawyer up, and it is, I think, Matt Murdock, who is Daredevil. Thought that was freaking cool. Cool. I've only seen season 1 of Daredevil. I enjoyed it immensely. I think it's part of my Marvel. I didn't see Iron Fist. I didn't see Luke Cage. I got so burnt out. It's part of my burnout. Too much saturation for me. But I did watch season 1 of Daredevil, and it was really good. Like, really, really good. And the actor did a fantastic job in the role. And I like when the brick came in the window, and he caught it, intimating that they don't know that he's Daredevil. They just know him as, Murdoch the lawyer. I like that. I think it's really cool. Then the phrase that you kind of like touched my leg on, because it's kind of like, I don't say it like this, but it's kind of one of my creeds or whatever. If you expect disappointment, then you can never be disappointed.
Yes.
My version is, if you prepare for the worst, you can't be surprised. Like with our housing situation, it is fallen apart right before us, and I'm just going through like the Sandman. It's just going through my fingers. I'm trying to salvage something, but I expected it. I was like, I prepared for it. If you prepare for the worst, it can't sucker punch you. It can't surprise you. So when she said it, I'm like, yes. If you prepare for disappointment, you can never be disappointed. Which is not true. I prepared for it. Am I still disappointed? Very much so. I was so down in the dumps. You bought me ice cream. That's rare. That is rare. I try to watch what I eat. Believe it or not. So yeah, I completely 100% agree with it on my own way. I think you can still be disappointed, but I think if you prepare for the worst, it can't surprise you then when it happens. So, still sucks. You can still be disappointed. I am. Trust me, I am.
It is, yes, indeed. Even when you do expect something is going to happen and you know that it's going to happen, it's a different experience when it actually does, when you're actually experiencing the experience.
Yeah, because like you can prepare for like a version of it, but that's different than actually, like you can prepare for what would I do if I fell through the ice on a lake. Well, I would do this. I would do, you compare it with when it happens to you. It's going to be different. Like the experience is always going to be different than the preparation, but the preparation can at least get you. It's preparation gets you somewhat prepared for what you're about to experience.
Yes.
I know it's a weird analogy, but you just go with it.
There's also, that someone close to you is on the verge of death, that you've been anticipating that, yes, this is happening, it's going to happen, but then when it actually does happen, then there's the grief.
Yeah.
And it's, yes, you knew that this was going to happen, but yet you're still grieved by the fact that now it's happened.
Well, because in the preparation, they're there.
Yeah.
But when it happens, they're not. So that's, you have the emptiness and the loss that you obviously didn't have because they were still there. You could mentally picture show it in your head, but then when it happens, it's real then. It's not a facsimile. So
the fact that you've been expecting it doesn't make it in any way less of a grievous feeling.
Right, yeah. And then Peter's with MJ in the diner. And I was like, where can I get some Doctor Strange Halloween lights? Asking for a friend.
That would be interesting.
And then the whole bridge scene with Doc Ock happens. And they're fighting and they're doing all the cool stuff. And the lady from MIT is there. And that'd be like an experience for her. Holy crap. Yeah. You're guaranteed to get in now. Well, you would have been. He's like, wait, who are you? Like, you're not Peter Parker. Because it was cool, because then it was like, oh, you are from a different dimension. That was like the first clue. I was like, oh, something's going on. This is cool.
Yes.
And then the Green Goblin shows up. They did a good job of fixing what they did in the older Spider-Man movies with the Green Goblin, I thought. It was just... It was a product of its time as far as CGI and the look, the mask. Like, when he destroyed the mask, 100% symbolic. Because the mask was shit upon by everyone. Well, shat upon. The mask was shat upon by everyone. So when he came back in this one, he had like the hood with the goggles. It looked cooler. Because you don't need to put Willem Dafoe in like a mask. He looks creepy enough. And that's a compliment. 100% compliment. He's an amazing looking guy because he just has such a unique face. He has the face of a villain. And you don't need the mask. You don't even put him... Why would you put him in a mask? Well, then again, why would you put, any of the Spider-Man in masks? But no, they did a really good job at retconning, I thought. The look and the feel of... Like, Green Goblin felt more like a threat, like more of like a maniac. Just like he was like the main villain in the end.
Yes.
So, and I think that was the point of making him the main villain and making him threatening and making him less of a cartoon character and more of like just a crazy man with this like Jekyll and Hyde thing going on. Then they go to Doctor Strange and all that stuff, and he's like, you can work in the Undercroft, and they go down there, and it's like a torture rack. It's a Pilates machine, which column A, column B. Then it gets super crazy because then we're told that other people have shown up because it drew in other people who knew Peter Parker. So then Electro is there, Jamie Foxx, Sandman, Willem Dafoe comes back, Green Goblin. I'm just like, my mind is just like, what is going on? Like I said, watching, and I know this had been like awesome for like people even more into the lore, like the comic books and all this stuff. I get my lore from movies and sometimes TV series, so I'm that kind of fan. But even then, I'm just like, wow, like you got all the people to come back. Wow, that's so cool. And then we have this really interesting back and forth with Doctor Strange and our Peter Parker, where Strange is saying we have to send them back. It's their fate, which he's not wrong. And Peter says, "Come on, Strange, have a heart." And he's like, "If they die, they die. Their deaths mean more than their lives do." Paraphrasing. I was like, ooh. Now, is that going to come to fruition? Because now they're alive.
Indeed.
So is them not dying going to ripple effect beyond whatever's going on with Doctor Strange? One would think. I don't know.
Sort of like those Doctor Who fixed time things that this thing cannot be tampered with, otherwise it will have too much of a dire consequence. Except that when someone does tamper with it, there actually are consequences instead of saying, "Oh, he did, it's fine."
Yeah, unless there's not consequences.
Yes.
And then we have the scene with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and they're fighting over the box, that cube thing, rather. Mm-hmm. And somehow Spider-Man can avoid. And Doctor Strange did like the punch yourself out of your body thing.
Yeah.
That Tilda Swinton did to him. That was cool. And then somehow when he's out of there, the Spider-Man is still avoiding. I thought that was interesting.
Yes.
Hope we touch on that. And just a whole scene with them fighting and going through the portals and just
fight. It's very surreal.
And then, of course, we do the whole, like, bending the reality and all. I'm like, this just shows, like, Doctor Strange's powers are so interesting. I think that's why I didn't care for the movie, other than the plot, which I thought was kind of lazy and rushed. I just wrote, I was like, just that little scene before they started doing all that stuff, that scene showed that there's so much you could do with Doctor Strange beyond, like, Inception. Beyond, like, folding the town or folding the city on each other. Like, you could do a lot there. The What If series, the Doctor Strange episode, which was fantastic, just showed what you could do with this character. And I hope they go more of an interesting route with it than this Inception thing. There's a lot of potential there. I just think it's untapped. Instead of sending them back, Spider-Man wants to fix them. Cure them.
Yes.
Green Goblin get rid of that and turn Sandman back to his normal self, and they fixed Doc Ock's chip, so he's a good guy.
The thing, though, is they didn't ask for this. Would it be considered unethical to force someone, like, for example, when someone writes a DUI, a do not resuscitate, and they do it anyway? Would that be...
What if someone was a serial killer because the voices in their head were telling them to do it, but you could inject them with something that would shut the voices off and save a lot of people's lives?
Without that person's consent.
I don't know. It's worth discussing. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Then with this cool scene with the villains fighting each other, which you don't see very often. So we had the Sandman and Doc Ock versus Electro and the Green Goblin. So that was cool. I don't see that very often. Then I was like, Andrew Garfield! I was like, oh my god! And then, holy shit, Tobey Maguire! I was like, what? I thought it was a little interesting that they had Andrew Garfield destroy a cobweb. Why would you do that? Leave spiders alone. You're a Spider-Man. That's a spider. Spider's home. Leave it alone.
Maybe it was vacant.
Still, you don't destroy somebody's house just because they're not home. We get that powerful scene with Tom Holland where he says, "I don't care anymore. I'm done." And I was like, "Ooh, this is yeah." But there's a lot of stuff in there that happened. Like there's a lot of stuff that happened. Like I couldn't write it all down. I would not have seen. I missed some stuff because I'd be like, oh my god, when I was writing, but do what I could. And I thought, okay, you're Tobey Maguire. You haven't been Spider-Man since like the early 2000s. You're Andrew Garfield. You haven't been Spider-Man since like 2009 or so. I may be wrong. I'm probably wrong. How wild must it have been to don the suit again and just be Spider-Man again?
There must have been some sense of nostalgia.
Yeah, like, well, not just for us fans, but just imagine Tobey Maguire. You've all but dropped off the face of the earth. You're Andrew Garfield. Your career's just now kind of having a renaissance. And you get to don the suit again. Pretty cool.
You can make something new and reminisce at the same time.
Yeah. And then that scene where they were, I think it was on the scaffolding, and they were comparing lore with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, I fought an alien. He was, it was referring to Venom. And then other Spider-Man's like, well, I fought an alien in space. And then everyone's like, I want to fight an alien. Because he didn't get to. And then he was saying, you are amazing. You are amazing. Because it was Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. Andrew Garfield's were The Amazing Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. He never got a third one. So I thought it was clever. You are amazing, The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes, it's like when...
So much fan service. It was good.
It's like when somebody gets so much, but then doesn't then get so used to it that it simply becomes a part of life, and they wonder, I want to do something much more. I want to do something amazing. But they're so used to being rich and or famous that they don't really see that they've accomplished already so much.
I suppose. I would want one of those things, the former. Then there was a line, you ain't even the shit no more. And just the, it was kind of cute. It was kind of cute. And then we have this freaking surreal wild with Electro, Sandman, and Dr. Connors, lizard guy, versus the three Spider-Mans. And I like that we don't know how to work as a team because the two have been solo. But then Tom Holland Spider-Man says, well, I do. I was part of the Avengers. They're like, the what? The Avengers. You know the Avengers? Like, is that a rock band? They did such a good job of like working the lore with and around each other. Like, there was so much more. There was. Yeah, it was so good.
That.
Yeah, it was so good. And then that really powerful moment when MJ is falling and Tom Holland tries to save her and the glider takes him out. And then Andrew Garfield swoops in and saves her. And I was just like, oh. I had tears in my eyes again. I was just like, oh.
It was touching.
He did the thing he couldn't do.
Yes, that was an immense gift to give in the story.
Yeah.
To give him.
He couldn't save Gwen, so he got to save MJ. It's like, oh. So good. So good. I wrote Green Goblin's main bad. I'm all for it. Tobey Maguire was stabbed. I was like, oh no. Oh no. We're going to kill Spider-Man. Can't do that. And then the box is just like kaboom. And the whatever is just fracturing. Pretty purple.
Yes.
Fracturing everywhere. And Tom Holland says, cast a new spell. Make everyone forget me. And Doctor Strange says, it'd be like you never existed. I was like, damn.
Yes.
If. And then he says goodbye to the two other Spider-Mans, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, which was really nice. That was cool. And then he goes to Ned and MJ and says, you're going to forget who I am. And he says, I'm going to come back and make you remember. And MJ says, I'll figure it out just like I did last time. I did it once, I can do it again. I was like, oh.
Very interesting. Everyone would forget everyone? Even Doctor Strange?
I mean, he said in the beginning, I won't remember you. Before Peter stopped him like 6,000 times. Okay, he casts a spell and everyone forgets. I'm glad they didn't retcon Aunt May dying, because I thought they were going to like reset reality before. So I thought we were going to like maybe like, you'll go back to this point in time, like right before he did the thing with Mysterio, you know, and then he could like change it and everything would be good. But no, we didn't. We kept it.
Yes, it didn't do something like some sort of alternate timeline in which this is how the world would have been if there had been no Peter Parker. Boom, here you go. No.
Or this is how the world was before you fought Mysterio on this area. Right before he fought Mysterio. So he could do something different and not be implicated. And then we have the post-credit scene, or the mid-credit scene, sorry. Then we have the mid-credit scene of Venom in an alternate universe where the guy's talking about Thanos.
Yes.
That was interesting. And then he gets whooshed back to his universe, but there's a blob of Venom on the bar in that universe. And in this universe, he says, oh, I need to go talk to Spider-Man before he gets zapped back. So, Spider-Man and new Venom. Huh. But which Spider-Man is he going to go see?
That's a good question.
Yeah. And then I waited 700 years through the credits to watch a spoiler. Luckily, I stopped watching. And that was all for my notes. Everything else are for my patrons over on Patreon. I enjoyed this very much.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man.
Ah. I didn't even realize that.
There you go. You are amazing.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, I mean, there's not much else I can say. I really enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. They did such a good job overall, from the writing to mixing all three lores together to just some really powerful moments that had me, had tears in my eyes. I'm interested to see where this goes in the Spider-Man universe. But yeah, that opens it up. And then there's that drop of Venom goo in this universe. So like, what happens there? Like, are we gonna have like two Venom splits?
That would be very interesting.
Yeah, but it's the same symbiote. So, will they know each other? Is there going to be like a bond between them?
Doctor Strange did say that the multiverse is very complicated, so as far as we know, it's possible.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. I guess we'll see when we watch the Doctor Strange movie. I'm intrigued, but I'm not looking forward to it as much as I was looking forward to watching this. But we'll watch it when it comes out, and we'll see what happens. And I hope that Tom Holland gets to continue with the franchise. If Venom is going to be the next villain. Because it's going to be interesting with this Venom that has an established backstory in 2 established movies that I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, we haven't even seen the second one yet, so.
Oh yes, we ought to.
I didn't care for the first one, so it was too PG and not the biggest Tom Hardy fan either, because some stuff he said just doesn't sit well with me. Sometimes it's hard to disassociate the actor with the role, sometimes. But that's another story for another time. This time is now, and I think we're good. Anything else you'd like to add about what we just saw?
Nothing, except thank you for showing me this. I really enjoyed it.
2 thumbs up for me.
I'm very glad that you were interested in seeing this.
Oh yeah.
So was I.
Oh yeah. Like we'll pretty much watch anything that Tom Holland's in.
Yes, it's. I'm not even one for the superhero
Yeah.
genre, but with Spider-Man, I make an exception.
Mm-hmm. Well, you made exceptions before, like Loki, but we watched that because you like Loki. You
Yes.
like him too.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's why you don't see Justin in a lot of other stuff. Like I'm doing Doom Patrol. Do I think you like it? Probably yes, but you know superheroes and that's just it's not your thing. Plus our time is so limited that it's like we're adding anything else. I'd rather watch do like Attack on Titan or something. Spoilers. All right, for real. Is there anything else like that?
No.
Okay. That's going to wrap this one up. As always, I don't have a fancy outro, so I'll simply say thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I know I yelled that like aggressively, like goodbye, leave, get out of here, go, shoo.
Off of our lawn. Or
Yeah.
be off with you.
Get off my lawn, you varmints.